Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Last Memory. Apparently we're playing on windowed full screen, and the audio seems to be high, but I'm not hearing anything, so that might be a glitch. Let's play. So AD, spacebar is jump, crouch is left control. Alright. How do I actually start the level? Maybe I click on it?
You're not having a good game night so far.
Well, it's not entirely my fault. There's a lot of games with a lot of poor planning that has gone into them. Use A and D to move, left control, click Lumba to open the gate. Oh my god, you have to play with both mouse and keyboard at the same time? Dudes, this isn't a first-person shooter. Why is there no sound? Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with people having to listen to me. Why would I be doing a stream if I wasn't? But the game specifically said it had audio. And that I had turned audio all the way up. Oh, that wasn't good. Did I get a checkpoint? No, I did not. I mean, kind of. I was 6 feet to the right of where I started. And so my phantom guy has woken up in a haunted asylum. And now I'm fleeing the haunted asylum via platforming. Okay, I'm ready for that. Alright, so. Well, that didn't work. The jump was not as high or arced as far as I thought it would. And there's no double jump or anything. So we'll try this again. Yeah, a lot of bad luck today. It's very weird. As is that gate. That's true, Horkin. Okay, so here we go. Run and jump. We can do this. Run, jump. Yeah. Oh, it's a moving platform. Nice. Excellent climbing. Press it to push a cube. And then I climb on it. Click L and B to turn on or off the lever. You mean to turn the lever on or off. But again, you're not native English speaker, so that's fine. Moving platforms! This better have given me a checkpoint. Because I ain't doing any of this again. Alright, here we go. Do it! You're the man, weird, hard to look at guy. You're weirdly hard to look at, guy. The hell's that in the background? Go to the portal to go to the next level. Thank you. I love completing levels. Or do I? There was nothing to the left. Surprising no one. Okay. I feel like if I had the music going here, this would be very atmospheric. Whoa! That was a weird visual effect. And then I fell to my death. Again, I wish I could pretend to be surprised by that turn of events, but I'm unable. Come on, we got this. So, run right to the edge and... Woohoo! That jump could stand to be a little more forgiving. Not a big problem, but something I noticed. So I press Shift, no, X, click mouse button to push it. Gotcha. So now I jump up here. Gotcha. This is going great. I'm on these beautiful crystal platforms. Okay, that's not good. But I'm learning. Ow. At least there doesn't seem to be any falling damage, unless you fall down a, you know, death pit. Yay! There's just enough Coyote time in this game to make it much easier to play than I thought it was at first. Because I was assuming it wouldn't have any Coyote time. It's not going to keep moving, is it? No. It is. Okay. Oof. Oh, I have to push the block onto it. That was closer than I wanted it to be. It is snowing. Well observed. It would be nice if you give me a hint that I was supposed to push the block before this thing started moving away, but whatever. I'm not going to make a big deal about that either. Or no. Go! Alright, now I have to wait for it to come back, obviously, because I did not want to try to make that jump. Let's do it. Okay, I can no longer push the block. Well, that was weird. And it broke. Why did it break? That was very weird, right? Yeah. No, I'm going to stand by my statement that that was very weird. Can I go back and get another block? No, I can't. So there's literally nothing I can do now but kill myself and start over. Why is that block breakable? Did no one see the issue that they were creating? No? Okay. Just me then. Hey, we finally got a continue point. Nice. Well, at least this time we've learned, and I think the game is just assuming you would know not to jump up here at your first opportunity, but instead push the glass brick all the way to the end and jump from up here. Why the game you would think I would know to do that, I have no idea. But the game thought I knew to do that. So there we have it. Woohoo! We're getting it done, folks. Seriously, this is a very odd experience with no sound of any kind. No! I mean, I did make the jump, but I enjoyed some bellowing no. Alright, here we go. Oh, the brick's still there. Woohoo! Done and done. I mean, done. So, in a fun turn of events, on the Donald Trump re-election, what the hell? Okay. Re-election website? There are literally no policy proposals. There is nothing suggesting anything he would like to accomplish in the second term. Just, you know. He doesn't want to go to jail, so please re-elect him. I mean, he doesn't literally say that, but that's the subtext, obviously. Yeah, no policy proposals of any kind. Not even like a place on the website where it says, policy proposals coming soon. Oh, ow! Okay, that sucked. Right, so, there's the monster. There's the place I need to go. Okay, so there were steps to climb. Good. Woo! We did it! Kind of. Adjacent. We kind of did it adjacent. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. So they're not spaced, so you could just run and jump. You have to, like, run and stop and jump and run and stop and jump, and it's all very awkward. Keep it moving, creep show. Ow. kind of stop dead when you jump off of there, so I wasn't able to move forward. That's true. Adorable red soul monster. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, it's okay. So this is the part. Now, before I could just run and jump and run and jump and run and jump. But these things are too narrow and too close together for that to work. See, if you... Oh, wait. I just have to... Come on. Almost got it.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was terrible. It's not a good bit of level design there, guys. Alright. Yes! We made it out of Fantasy Danger World and into... Oh, good. Another place with more of those dudes. Is that a button to push? Oh, I have to trap him behind that fence. Nice. Head back the other way, Mr. Red Soul. See what happens. I believe there's something waiting for you in that cage. Probably should not have done that laugh. Hurt my lungs a little. Boop. You can't be re-elected again. That means you would have to be re-elected already, Horror King. And you can only do 2 terms in president in America, so you can only be re-elected once. Boom. We finally did it, everybody! Mission accomplished. Kind of. Remember that this level is not found... What did that say? Didn't actually read that in time. Suddenly we're in a much more realistic-ish location. Not lots of fantasy flying rocks and whatnot, just caves. Regular, everyday, you know, workaday caves. Boom. Ah, yes, you're wrong, but I'm glad you are allowed to have your own opinions. They're just wrong. I feel like a boulder's going to come down and crush me. Yeah, there it is. Let's just say I've played games before. Although I gotta say, if you hate America and want America to not be there anymore, giving Trump a second term would be a good way to accomplish that. Because there might literally not be an America in 4 years if they were to bring Trump back. That sounds hyperbolic, but, you know, he's a uniquely bad at his job president. Unusually so. Like, just really terrible at everything. Boom. Apparently I should have waited for the, Remember, at this level is not found. To open it, access the previous level. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, well, no, I said you're right if you want America to be destroyed. Find it to open access to the last level. Okay. Boom. No, I know that he hasn't done anything good for America, Horror King. America is now an international laughingstock. The, subject of contempt and pity the whole world over. Yeah, I know. Careful. No! Boom. What the hell? Oh! I was supposed to do that. I see. Supposed to do a log rolling situation with this one. I feel like this boulder is way too big to realistically log roll, but the game's like, no, you gotta log roll it. Yeah, this doesn't make a ton of sense. Boom. No, 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 no. Perfect. Actually, Horror King, more people are unemployed now than at any time in the history of America. He's going to go down in history as the worst jobs president since Herbert Hoover, who was in charge of the Great
The
Depression.
minimum wage did not go up under Trump.
No,
There are
it did
some
not.
states that the states put it up. Trump had nothing to do with that and actually opposes that.
He opposed raising the federal minimum wage. So, no, that's just wrong. And again, he's been the worst president for jobs in the history of
Whereas
America.
I think, a hatred of women, being a fucking rapist, and also a Nazi piece of shit should count for something.
Count for more, actually.
Yeah.
And you
Just
gotta
my
remember,
opinion, though,
the
yeah.
extent to which the economy was doing well, if you look at Obama fixed the economy, and then it just kept going on the same track. All you can say about Trump is he didn't get in the way of Obama's economy. He didn't do anything. He had no proposals, no plans, no, what do you call it? Programs that helped the economy. He just sat there and let Obama's economy continue. So, no, he hasn't done anything good for America. And again, more people are now jobless than at any time in America's history since the Great Depression. And America just had its worst quarter in its history, economically. So no, he's not even good at the economy. Like I said, he's uniquely terrible at everything he tries to do. It's almost fascinating. Like, there's this funny story, right? Sure. I mean, obviously nobody wants Hillary Clinton to be president, but if it's Hillary Clinton versus a moron who's also a rapist, yeah,
she's
go
not
with
a-
Hillary Clinton.
She's not a racist.
Yeah.
She's not a rapist.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the middle of a pandemic, she would actually listen to scientists instead of believing someone who, what is it? Demons? Something about demons? and
Demon sperm
demon sperm. Yeah.
causes medical problems. Alien
there's-
DNA is used to make vaccines. You know, that kind of
So
person.
there's that.
Really just a buffoon in every way.
She's not a complete idiot. Because you don't want a complete idiot who doesn't know how to listen to scientists, is a narcissist who can never admit he's wrong, but also an idiot in charge of your country when you're in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
Yeah, it's a real disaster. And see, that's the important thing. Trump got to skate by for 3 years, right, of just committing petty crimes and being bad at his job because Obama's economy was so stable. And he literally had, nothing bad happen, really, for 3 years that Trump didn't cause. There were no major international flare-ups, no natural disasters other than the one that hit Puerto Rico that he completely botched. And so it's like, I don't know that he was going to get reelected off of his record, but it's like, his record was he did a not very good job of managing a stable economy. And then the pandemic hit, and you're like, oh, this is why we shouldn't make a moron president. Of course you would, Horror King. There's no evidence that Hillary Clinton doesn't listen to experts. Well, that's just a silly thing to say, Horror King. Hillary Clinton was always a bit of a hawk, but she was doing her best to keep us out of World War III by helping get that Iran deal started.
Trump talks about wanting to nuke other countries all the time.
Oh yeah, no, he's
And
an idiot.
I actually really liked Obama. Thanks, Pedro.
Yeah, he was a solid president. He did not do as good as he could have, do as much as he could have. But, he had this insane belief that Republicans were willing to work with him. And of course, Republicans, fun fact about Republicans, they don't believe in anything. They don't want to accomplish anything. They don't believe anything. They don't have any goals other than to stay in power and personally get rich. That's the only reason they're in government, is to increase their own personal power and wealth. Oh. Now, the worst Democrats do that too, but generally the Democrats want to accomplish things in a way that the Republicans just don't. And it's kind of fascinating. Because it's like, as I said, literally, Trump's idea for his next term is to just shrug and kind of stare at his feet and hope people ask him another question. That's not really a good thing to run. No, I can, Horror King, and I'll tell you why. Because if Trump had shut everything down until there was testing and done contact tracing, like, Vietnam is fully open again. It's only Trump's terrible management. Every other country in the world is doing better than America. Well, almost every other country in the world is doing better than America at COVID-19. So of course we can blame Trump, because we can model that every other country in the world is doing a better job at this. You know? Again, Vietnam, of all places, has had, like, 5 people die of COVID-19? And they're right next door to China. Because they locked it down.
Yep.
If anybody got a positive, they put them in a hotel where they were cared for until they were healthy. They talked to everybody they came near and talked to. It was fantastic. Like, this could have been managed well. That's the kicker. He just chose not to manage it well because there was he thought there was political points to be gained in doing a bad job.
And also there was a pretty high joblessness rate, unemployment rate, before COVID-19.
Well, no, I mean, the thing is, it was kind of a fake good economy because
Well, no,
everybody was working.
There was an increase in employment, but they weren't full-time jobs.
That's
they
what I'm in the middle of saying.
Jobs.
Everyone had a job, but no one could make a living
Yeah.
at the jobs they were doing. No one was getting paid enough to live. I mean, if you live in a country where
what's the average
the vast
minimum wage?
majority, oh god, an insanely small amount, where no one in the country can put together $400 at a moment's notice, like literally. 70% of the country can't put together $400 on a moment's notice. That's not a stable economy. Like, people are working, but they're working the unemployment looks low because everybody's got 3 jobs. You know, there's no unions, nothing pays well, there's no careers, there's no pensions. Like, America's kind of a disaster. It's true. Like, they just want to pretend. It's fascinating, isn't it? That they think they can just pretend their way out of a virus. But yes, of course I can blame him for the unemployment because of COVID, because other countries did it better, Horror King. Most other countries did it better. Again, in Vietnam, basically nobody even lost their job. It's amazing. No, I keep making that same mistake. France doesn't have the same unemployment problems. Italy's recovering right now. The UK's not doing great, but they're recovering. Whereas America, it just gets worse and worse. And it's entirely down to him not listening to the experts. I'm right there with you on that one, Pedro. And I mean, and that's just what a bad job he's done in president. That's not even talking about, like, all of the crimes he keeps committing. Like, the man also just keeps committing crimes in public, and nobody stops him. Alright, we're going to wrap up this part of Last Memory here. I think I would play longer, because it's an okay platformer if I could be doing this with my controller instead of with keyboard and mouse. Which is just an awkward way to play a game like this. But honestly, you know, the puzzle platforming isn't terrible. I'd like it if the sound effects worked, but, you know, that could be anything. That could be my computer's drivers. I can't 100% say, oh, well, no, we have to blame the game for that one, because we just don't know yet. Okay, careful. Nope. Yeah, and you really got to build up a lot of momentum before you jump. and that's getting me into trouble a lot in this game. But yeah, I will say this, the, amazing amount of Coyote time makes the platforming far more manageable than I thought it was at first. Once I stopped worrying and started exploiting the Coyote time, I've done a lot better in the platforming. Boom. Yay! There's no city in America where working 40 hours a week at the minimum wage. So yeah, we're going to stop here. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. See you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, I'm going to say au revoir.